Okay, welcome to the stream. We're streaming a little bit late today, for reasons, unfortunately. But welcome to Chrono Cross. This is a game I find myself going back to quite often, actually. We're gonna go ahead and watch the intro here. But if you've never seen this before, I gotta say, be ready for like an excellent soundtrack, excellent, well, not so excellent game. It's subpar, I guess, to say the least, just because of Chrono Trigger, to say the least. But for now, we'll stay quiet and watch this intro. The music is just so good. Anyway, we'll get started here. Again, if you've never seen this before, be ready for a trip. It's very, we're just gonna stick with the default name. Very confusing, very different from Chrono Trigger itself. It's definitely not meant to be seen as a sequel, rather, to Chrono Trigger. More of a different story, side story. And that, of course, got it a lot of flack when it first came out. But regardless, the game itself is just a great game. I personally started with Chrono Cross compared to Chrono Trigger, so a lot of things flew over my head, didn't understand a lot. Any references, didn't understand. But regardless, I viewed the game as a good game, just unique. What is it, Surge? You look troubled. This is it. There's no turning back now. Oi, come on, Surge, Doc. Just you wait, Lynx. Today's gonna be the day of your reckoning. Say your prayers. Not that it'll do you any good. Surge. And be reading most of the dialogue in this game as well. You will notice a lot of parallels to one second migration. A lot of parallels to Chrono Trigger. Just gonna do auto run. A lots of parallels to Chrono Trigger as we go through. What's that crystal-like thing? Some kind of switch. Bugger. So close and yet so far. And you're gonna get all the bad impressions of accents. Anyway. As soon as we get to a battle, this game's battle system is more unique compared to anything else, which makes it actually pretty fun. The first time playing this, you're not going to understand anything at all. So we have attack. We have the first attack is a less powerful attack but more accurate, even though I missed. Second attack is more powerful, a mid attack, and third attack is strong attack. As well as when I'm actually hitting, I'm gaining levels to my elements. This game works on an element system where you have to build up to the magic to use, pretty much. So we'll just use Arrow Saucer here. And you'll see also my stamina bar at the bottom. Each attack, 1, 2, 3, costs that much stamina to use. 1 will take 1 away, 3 will take 3 away. Simple. But when you go to use elements, it will always take 7. So now he's out, actually. He goes into the negative for 6 turns. Or 6 stamina, rather. Recovering stamina. Your stamina recovers as the other characters attack. As you can see, he just regained 3 stamina there. He's still out, but I'm taking risks in using level 3 or strong attacks and missing. I'm going to be doing that a lot. But using elements will also recover stamina, but only by 1. And still put the other character out for another 7 stamina. We'll get more into it as we go, but it's confusing for first-time players, for sure. I even hardly understand how it works. Anyway, we're just starting off in a fortress. Very interesting, with one set character and 1 random character. This game has a whole bunch of characters. You'll see it's overloaded, and that's one of its drawbacks. One of the drawbacks of the game. Just so many characters that there ends up being not too much character development, which some people get fleshed out, some people don't. It's different, to say the least. Another thing is, if they do attack the character attacking, they'll stop your combo, I guess, and your accuracy goes back down to its original states. So we'll just try and get through these battles pretty quickly. As well as another thing. Each enemy has an innate element. Each character has an innate element, which it works in an inverse type of system. Black is strong against white, and vice versa. Red is strong against blue, and vice versa. And green is strong against yellow, and vice versa. So it's a simple system, but it still takes time to get used to. Let's head over to where that switch was. activate that, whatever it is. And now we can see that's active in the middle there. So let's just move on. Try to avoid. Another thing I like, the battles are visible. You don't have to fight if you don't want to, which I'm going to be avoiding every so often. Boy, what the bloody hell just happened? What are we doing out here? Wow, bugger. We're so high up. Is this thing floating? Did it feel like your body passed through the floor just now? This sure is some fort, eh, Sedge? You alright, mate? You've been acting kinda all weird. Who knows what's up ahead, so just stay on your toes, eh? Whole bunch of foreshadowing there. Sedge. Good morning, Sedge. Come on, sleepyhead, get up. Yep, the parallels to Chrono Trigger are coming in already. Starting off with sleeping in your own house. The dream sequence is new, but still. Grab this really quick. That amount is based on what you just got from the dream sequence. And yeah, I kind of know a lot about the game, so I'm probably going to end up finding most of the secrets. Good morning, Serge. You're finally up. The sun's already reached high noon. By the way, didn't you have plans to meet with Lena this morning? Lena came to see if you were up, but you, young man, were still off in Never Never Land. You shouldn't break promises like that. Girls can be pretty scary if you make them angry. Yeah, the parallels are hitting hard already. Sergi, check out the sawfish. Awesome, ain't it? Poppy caught it down south by the El Nido Triangle. Nobody likes going down there, though. They all say it's creepy. But this sucker sure looks tasty. Yo, Serge, what do you think of this sawfish? Have you ever seen one this size? It's gotta be from the legendary Dragonkin Palace. Wouldn't you agree, Serge? Yeah, sure, right. Yeah, I guess legends are meant to be legends. Yeah, that definitely would have been too good to be true. Oh well, at least I know for sure this one's gonna be a biggie. Live an honest life, and something good is bound to happen. Check. A new frame. Oh, looks like you found it. Well, go ahead, take it. It's on me. Shellfish frame. Just aesthetics. Great elements. Take a look at what we can get for now. should explain first. Elements. They can be equipped. All we have for now is just tablets. And cure. As well as there are consumable elements, such as these tablets, which can be used during battle as well as outside battle. First, we're gonna just take a look around here. Hey Sergi, did you know what's popular among the village girls these days? A necklace from the Komodo dragon scales. You know, those monsters that eat fire? I want to get some for Kiki, but there's no way I can beat those monsters. Oh no, if I don't do something about this now, Kiki might start liking Lolo. Boy, am I in a fix. Looks like the Viper Festival will be cancelled again this year. Our only celebration of El Nido Archipelago down the drain. There hasn't been anything good to talk about since the army from Poor took over the islands 3 years ago. We wouldn't have to put up with this situation if Jennifer Viper and the Dragons were still here. So Poor is the town from Chrono Trigger. I guess their army came to evade the El Nido Archipelago here. Humana, humana, humana. She sure is pretty. What a knockout that dancer Mickey is. The poor town of Termina has its shares of dancers, but no one, I say no one, compares to Mickey. But mind you, I've never actually seen Mickey dance. Oh, how I'd love to see them jiggle. I'm talking about her arms, of course. Whoa, sir, don't tell Grandma about this. A little bit of humor. Would you like to hear about the real truth of this world? Insanity leads to chaos, then to solitude. The fruitless efforts of adding meaning to what is meaningless. A lone crimson tear falls to the sea. The echo of the remaining star cries out in the infinite vacuum. The least I can do is send out my distant prayers over the wind of time, setting sail on dreams. Well, how'd you like it? Were you moved? I've been dreaming about becoming a poet since I was little. I want to cross the continent and make a name for myself with just pencil and paper. But look at me. I'm in this puny village in the middle of nowhere, waitressing in this rundown shack. What you say about my restaurant? You can quit any time, you know. I was just kidding. I was just saying how good the work environment is. No answer. It's just a barrel. Apparently there's just a barrel. There's no answer. It's just a barrel. In quotations, just a barrel. What do you want already? I said I'm just a barrel. Fine, take it, man. Here. Found an uplift in the barrel. It answered, but it's probably just a barrel. Probably. Nice little secret there. Look at this. Doggo. Every helmet. That's nice. Actually, there's something else here. Yep, there it is. Hecarim Bone. Key item. Will you be using it soon? Key items are actually in the menu here. They can be used at pretty much any time. If you use it on an invalid target, I don't think anything happens. Let's just check right here. Yeah, nothing happens. Anyway, music is nice in this piece, like a nice peaceful village. Come on. Yo, Sergi. I heard you totally blew up Lena this morning. I didn't think you had it in you. That was really gutsy of you. I guess this kind of shows who's boss, eh? Don't tell her I said so, but my sister's a bit uptight, you know? Could you, break her in a little? You know, make her act a little more ladylike? You have my support all the way. I'll keep my finger crossed for you. Piers up ahead. Listen, don't be messing with those boats. I'm sure you understand. A boat is like a limb to our fishermen. Pull any stunts like last time, and I'll whack you in the head. Okay. Isn't my Celine cute? Daddy found her by Lizard Rock. A lot of baby Komodo dragons play out there. I guess it's kind of like their hangout. And you know what, Sergi? Don't tell anyone what you're about to tell you, okay? It's a secret. Lola said he was going to get me some Komodo dragon scales. What should I do? So that's a Komodo dragon, apparently. Hello there, Serge. Word has it the Komodo dragon scales are quite popular around youngins these days. So you're collecting them too, huh? Want to make a silly old necklace? Well said, Serge. You truly are a man of the sea. They don't call me the Komodo dragon expert for nothing. Let me give you some pointers. Clean out your ears, Serge, and listen well. This is truly top secret. My super duper secret number 1. Rock and roll to trap the sucker. Use the lay of the land to make a surprise attack. There is always one that likes to play tag. Run with all your might. Beware, these dragons are mighty and cautious and run at high speeds. You must face them with your wits, courage, and tenacity. Use your lightning start and run like the wind. Whip past it with all your might. But I guess there's no point outrunning it. Anyhow, it's all about guts, my boy. So once you catch up to it, you must fight. Kick that little sucker's butt. But don't get your own butt kicked. That's about all I can teach you. I can teach you about the ways of an expert. Now go, Serge. Go to the gold. For the gold and bring back forward a brighter tomorrow. Sorry. Just a little bit of tips for later. This is Rock Southwest. I heard Mother of the Komodo Dragon comes out every once in a while. I've told Kiki numerous times not to play there, but she never listens to me. I guess kids will be kids. There's a collection down here. Oh, Serge. I was lost in my thoughts there. You know how Kiki's growing up so quickly? Sometimes I'm just amazed about how much she resembles her mother. Yeah, I guess my wife is like that too. She's been very much like her mother since as long as I can remember. I guess that demonstrates how life continues to live on through the generations. It's been about 10 years since I became a fisherman. Back then I still had other aspirations, but I ended up succeeding my dad. Guess you could say everything here represents my 10 years of my life. Lion sharks, sawfish, six-horned narwhals, you name it. They represent all my hard work and dedication. I love my job and I'm happy with my current lifestyle all, but lately I get to thinking when I see Kiki about how I could have had a different future if I had chosen a different path 10 years ago. Then I'd be living a completely different life than I am now. I'm not saying which one would be better and wouldn't have been better, but I just wonder where the other path may have led me. I guess the longer you live, the more you wonder about the other you it might have been. Boy, life sure is complex. Oh, hey Serge, you want this? Here, take it. It's an amulet I made from a lion shark tooth 10 years ago when I first decided to become a fisherman. I don't need it anymore. I have my wife and Kiki watching over me. All this dialogue is going to come important in a little bit. It's the main reason why I'm reading through it, but it's a nice little story building here. Check this book, I think. Yep. Phone telling me. This is my house. Enter at your own risk. Ugh, great. That character. Which I'm gonna get, but still. Good morning, Serge. Don't tell me you just woke up. Don't you know that the early bird gets the worm? Lena's over there, but here. Looks like her mother asked her to babysit. Don't think there's anything else in here, but actually, yes there is. You used to cry and run away at the mere sight of a pussycat. Do you remember? When you were about wee high, you were attacked by a panther demon. I guess it left an emotional scar. But it's good that you've overcome that fear. Girls will think you're a weenie running away from cats. A little bit important information there. Let's head over to the pier and see what's going on. late, Serge. Sleeping in as usual, I suppose. You promised you'd go to get some Komodo dragon scales for my necklace, remember? Since you were late, my mom asked me to babysit the kids. Ooh, Serge and Lena, look at me. Come on, you guys, you should join us. Feels really good. Unlike the rest of you, we're not here to play. Don't swim out too far now. Okay, gotcha. Kids sure have it easy. Remember when we were like that? Not a single care or worry in our minds. How each day lasted an eternity filled with newness, fun, and excitement. But the important thing now is not our childhood, but my Komodo scale necklace. Yes, we have to face up to reality and live each day anew. So, I want you to go to Lizard Rock and get some scales for me. I would join you, but I still have to watch the kids. And it's your fault. You were late. Once you collect some Komodo dragon scales, I'll catch up to you at Opasa Beach. Is that okay with you? Yeah, sure. Good. That's what I want to hear. Okay then, don't just stand around, go collect some scales at Lizard Rock. Let's see. I think 3 should be enough. Good luck, I'm counting on you. So, we have our task already. But first, we'll go around a little bit more. Beautiful days and great outside. Basking in the sun is all nice for a change. Say that rain cleanses our spirit, but at our age, we've had enough cleansing. Yes, I know what those... I wonder what those outsiders are back digging now that the rain's let up. They must be conducting some type of investigation up there at Falso Valley. I can't comprehend outsiders. Why would they want to dig up a place like that? See what's on the other side of the village here. I Ganji know all and see all. I can tell you about all you need to know about using key items. I already know about it. So that's the tutorial area there. Another free element for us there. I think there's... actually no. Yo, my name is Toma the 14th, but people usually put the Great Explorer in front of my name. The Great Explorer Toma. I was just looking around for treasure. I have a sixth sense, you know. Yo, I wasn't gardening. I was really looking for treasure. If you don't know, in Chrono Trigger, Toma was one of the Great Explorers back in, I think, 600 AD. Which, this must be one of his descendants. I'm not entirely sure when this game is based compared to Chrono Trigger, but it's definitely sometime after the events and just in a different area. It may be close to the events, but it may say so specifically later on in the game. Yes, that's exactly right. There it is, our record of fate. It records everything, good or bad. If you see one of those things outside, don't forget to record everything you've done so far. Think of how terrible it would be if you lost your past. There wouldn't be anything you can do about it. If you listen closely, the record of fate will tell you lots of things, like what you should be doing next. And when you can't hear anything anymore, well, I guess that means you don't have a future. When that happens, you should just go home and go to sleep. There isn't anything you can do to change fate. If you want to record what you've done so far, step up to the record of fate and open the menu. Select the block you want to save. Easy. I think there's something here as well. Cure. It says the ecstasy and anxiety of the chosen one. And Mega Babe is in the love with me. Wee! I'm on cloud 9, but I don't want to get dumped. Tells of how naive the hearts of men are. Only Chief Radius can come up with a golden saying like that. Oh, it's you. I think our chief is outside. He said he was going to teach some self-defense. He may be old, but he still has some fight left in him. You kids better not misbehave, or else the chief will have to crack down on you all. Came all the way out here in the search of legendary treasure, but our funds ran out. Once I'm done cleaning here, I have some yard work. I gotta do something to cover our expenses. But if I knew this was going to happen, I would have tried to persuade Sir Toma to look for treasure on the Xenon continent. So the Xenon continent, I think, is the continent from Chrono Trigger, as a matter of fact. So I'm sure this fight. Chief Radius has been here for 4 years now. He's a bright and cheerful man. Everyone in the village really likes him. I wish he could stay here forever. Guess I gotta do this now. As much as I don't want to, because it's not the best character. Me, I'm a bit busy right now. Maybe next time. Ah, is that a herringbone? Surgifu, a present for I? How'd you know? To accept or not to accept? Ahem. Me accept your present, and me shall help you. Me will do anything you want. Me will be honored to be by your side. Me will use pretty miracle power X. Me will do it, Surgifu. Yep. Not the best character, but it's useful to have a second in the beginning of the game here. Anyway, we're gonna allocate some elements really quick here. So really quick, a little bit of a thing on here. Elements, generally you want to give them their innate color. Pustule's innate is yellow, or earth in this case. So you're gonna want to probably give them uplift. And you'll see it says you have 3 bars here, as a matter of fact. Element levels 1, 2, and 3. And you'll see uplift, level 1 plus or minus 7. So I can put uplift onto stage 1 or higher. If I put on stage 1, it's normal power. If I were to change that, put it onto level 3, it gets a bit of a power boost, which I'm going to do that. I'll also give him Aqua Beam and a Cure. Switch back over to Surge. Put the Photon Ray on there. Okay, anyway, we're gonna begin our adventure, I suppose. But first, actually, I should check out what's at the shop here. See what's in the weapons and armor. Oh, that's right. You can't really buy weapons, you have to forge them. And I have no materials, so that's not going to be any help right now. So let's just check out the elements. Take a fireball. Take 2 fireballs. And an aqua beam just to have it. Useful for the early stage of the game. And equip these fireballs actually instead of the aqua beam. Okay. Oh no, you're an Arnie. What brings you to this quiet seaside village? Oh, it's you. Just don't be going near the Hydra marshes out to the east if you go outside. Don't want you to run into any of these evil dwarves and that Hydra now. So the dwarves is evil, as well as this Hydra. But we're just gonna disobey him and head straight there really quick. I don't think there's much you can really do here. Well, if it isn't Surge, didn't you come to the village? Didn't the village elders tell you not to come over here? Nope, can't do anything here. As a matter of fact, thought I could get a couple items, but guess not. Fossil Valley? This is actually Fossil Valley. It's blocked off right now, they can't do anything there. And Cape Howell, we'll head here first really quick before we go on to the beach. Just because there's treasure for us to find. And I'm gonna avoid these fights if possible. And if I do this really quick. Surge and Lena forever. It's good to note. There's a reason for everything. And that's gonna be it. I guess we'll just move on to the main objective here. And head over to Lizard Rock. Okay. A little bit of tutorial there just to show you can actually interact with objects in the way. Pretty damn good. Oh, another thing about elements I did not mention yet. You see at the top left is a field effect. That will change as you use elements. I'm actually going to defend here. And that'll recover my stamina full. Probably wasn't necessary to do so, but still. The more you use a single element, the greater the field effect has, and the more powerful it will be. And it works vice versa as well, so if you have a field effect full red, blue elements will be less effective. That kind of wraps it up for tutorials on the beginning here. But yeah, we'll just move on. And yep, you do have to do the specific things in order to fight the dragons. A lot of risk. So I'm going to be just using the third attack for the most part. Just going to go completely on like the possible here. And then defend. Cover some of that stamina. Now something I could do if I want to use an element with Pashul here. I'll first use up my stamina with Surge. That gives Pashul 7 stamina. I'll use most of that, recovering the stamina for Surge. And keep going that way so I don't have to defend every round. And yep, after almost every battle you start getting little stat upgrades. Up to a point. We'll explain that when that comes up. here really quick. There's a Chrono Dragon, which is just running away from us. So we gotta kind of be on point with our movement here, otherwise you won't catch it. I've stood in this circle running at it for like 10 minutes at one point. But not this time. We got the movement down. Going too far, so too greedy. Okay. Not bad at all. Again, it is just early stages of the game, so expected to be easy. There's our second scale. Hop down this hole. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. That's gonna happen often, I feel. Everything we got around here. Which, by the way, forgot to equip both of those. Increase our defense a little bit. It's nice. Head down this way to get that one. I'm stuck. Okay. That was interesting. Thing I like is the models move while you're trying to get items like that, get treasures like that. So it kind of plays into like realism. They're not gonna stand around and watch you go. Damn. This has been around. The basic strategy for this is to use up all your stamina, then leave it on. And it does put you out there. 6 stamina, but still. If you can kill your enemy, what does it matter? Again, when you do get the third party member, it makes it a little bit easier for conservation of stamina, I guess. Just because you have that extra character with 7 stamina to play around with. Take this guy with this treasure. You know, this game is going to be not too grindy as a matter of fact, because of the way it works, but lots of battles. As much as the soundtrack of the game is good, maybe it might be just because we hear it so often, but the battle music isn't the best. Just, again, probably just hear it more often. It's good. Absolutely nothing wrong with it, but for the music that you'll be hearing most part of the game, it's not the best. You'll hear rather, as we go through, just the soundtrack of this game is just amazing. It makes me wonder why it's so underrated. people are expecting Chrono Trigger 2 when this game was released, which it is clearly, they actually stated it is not. And it clearly is not. The battle system is completely different. Just everything about it is a takeaway from Chrono Trigger. It has its parallels and it tries to make some connections with Chrono Trigger, but those connections aren't exactly strong. They're like weaker connections. But it was worth the effort, I suppose, just to link them together. Go ahead and put that immediately. Increases our accuracy. Very nice. And that one's just gonna run away from us. So we actually gotta go up this way. Guess we're gonna have to fight him. Oh no, if he's off screen, I think, yes. You can avoid him. And this one though, there's no avoiding. The management in the early game is easy enough, so it's not annoying yet, to say the least. There's a couple areas in particular I'm thinking of they get a little bit frustrating, which I'm not really looking forward to, but when we get there, we get there. When it happens, it happens. Again, going back to the story of this game, I like it. It does what it's supposed to, I suppose you can say. Does what it's meant to. Hold on a second. Yeah, the jumping on that is a little tricky because a little bit of lag. I guess we'll clear them out so we don't have to fight them again. Another interesting thing I'm going to note here in a little bit is about running away. You can run away at any time, no restrictions. And that's very unique to the game, this game. Usually, like during certain areas of the game, you can't run. That, like boss battles, for example. Why would you run away from them? Well, in this one, there could be a reason for it, and you have the option whenever you want. You can run away from the fights. Nice and straight. You can run away from boss fights if you feel like it. And you're not going to end up progressing the game, you still have to do the fight, but if you feel things have gone badly for you, or you used up an element you shouldn't have done so, because, by the way, the elements can only be used once per battle. They don't get consumed aside from consumable elements. But the restriction is they can only be used once per fights. We haven't had a situation where we can show that off yet, but there it is. Plus, if you don't use like your healing elements, they can be used after battle to heal yourself, assuming you have the appropriate element level available. And again, you can use consumables if you want to heal yourself as well, which I generally do not do because I guess I'm a hoarder. There we go. These guys out really quick. but I guess it's being risky. His accuracy is just so much better. And what's this? The Mama Dingo, or Mama Komodo Dragon appears. Because I defeated all the other ones. Just defending the first area really quick. I could, if I wanted to, show off. I can just run away from the fight if I wanted to. But I'm not going to end up doing that because I think I would have to go back up and ambush the dragon again. I'm not sure. But for now we'll just not risk it. Show it off in a little bit. The second fireball. Our field element is strong. That shouldn't do too much damage because it's weakened by fire with the red elements. Make sure I recover myself here. You can tell the enemy's almost down because they do each have their animations for it. Tired animations rather. There we go. There's boss fight. Allows me to spend a few more things. Level up this one. After each boss fight you end up getting a star. Those stars increase your stats, essentially. So you're always going to be at an appropriate level for the game. There's no level up system, no balancing. Make sure you're always balanced for each area. But shoo. Now we have 3 Komodo scales. Let's get moving to Opatha Beach in Wayfelina. Such a nuisance. Either way. Nice to have instead of fighting those things solo. Which I think they expect you to, but with knowledge you can get the second character. Oh right, you have to go the other way. Plus there's another reason why I wanted to get Pashul, which will come up soon enough. And Opatha Beach. There you are. Sorry I'm late. I hope you didn't wait too long, Serge. Pashul, didn't expect to see you here. So this is where you went off to. We Leneth here. How are you doing? Oh, are you on a date? Sorry. Me think me should leave you to a roam. Oh, please, don't be silly. Which, by the way, never mentioned it. Talking dog, really. Well, how did it go? Did you get the Komodo dragon scales? Oh, they're beautiful. I'll be able to make a great necklace with these. Thank you, Serge. And you too, Pashul. Ahem, no problem. Sure has been a long time since we last came here. We used to come here all the time. The sea never changes, does it? It's been rolling in and out like this since long before we were born. It's been here for an eternity, it seems. It's probably seen many things, heard many things. It'll probably keep rolling in and out, long after our lifetime, without a single change. Hey Serge, remember when we used to sit and talk like this when we were kids? with the gentle sea breeze and the tranquil sounds of the waves. Just the two of us talking. Do you still remember that day? This choice is actually important, so I'm gonna hit I remember. Really? You do? So, Serge, you haven't forgotten about the promise we made that day. That makes me happy. But aren't memories strange? Just when you think that you've forgotten about something, it comes floating back into your heart. I guess it's just lying there in wait, waiting for that right moment. Why, we might even remember this very moment someday. 10, 20 years, when we're all grown up and married, and have our own kids of our own, and then one day, when that time comes, I wonder what kind of adults we'll be. What kind of life will I be leading? I wonder what to make of this day. Also an important choice. Yeah, I hope you're right. Serge, there's something I've been wanting to. Did you see that, Serge? Serge. What? What's wrong, Serge? Serge? Feel those full motion video parts still hold up to this day. They're beautiful to say the least, I guess. What are you doing out there, boy? It's dangerous to sleep out here. You alright, boy? What on earth are you doing lying down anyway? For a second there, I thought you might have been a dead body washed ashore. Huh? Where's Lena? You were the only one I saw when I got here. Are you a friend of Lena's? I believe she's in the village babysitting. Well, I'd best be on my way. Anyway, if you look for Lena, you should stop by the village. You know, you shouldn't be playing out here, boy. Wouldn't want anything to happen to you now. So that cutscene was a little bit of a flashback of the Panther demon that attacked Serge in the past. Sergi-poo, you finally up. Something went whoosh, and me was out cold too. Me woke up first, though me went to go look around, but no sign of Lena anywhere. Do you think Lena spontaneously combusted? We wonder if he's okay. Really spontaneous combustion from a dog of all things. I guess we gotta go back to Lizard Rock. Looks like the creature's a little bit different again now. Second time around. I guess they don't want you to be bored. Just use uplift because they're Redknight, so I don't have Aqua Beam equipped. Probably should have done so. Not that it really matters again. Early game. There we go. One other thing, after you get a star, you start getting, after each battle, little stat upgrades like the HP up +1 and stuff like that. Oh, treasure chest back. Let's go for that again. There we go. Just so I don't have to fight a battle. More, all that ad stuff is crafting materials for weapons and armor and stuff. It's useful to have, for sure, to say the least. Sneak around and get that treasure chest. Very nice. Another Komodo dragon just walking around. Okay. Gonna ignore it. And one that's guarding a treasure chest. Might as well. Oh, the air. Get. With the risky hit. See what it's doing to me. How much? Okay, moving on. Back to the village. See what's going on here. The shop got upgraded a little bit. A rainbow shell. It's not for sale. Can I interest you in something else? Acting a little odd. Take a look at the elements since we have a bit more money. Still the same stuff. Not worth it. Let's just head straight to where Lena was. Lena, though this is where you were, how could you just leave and go back on your own? Go back on my own? What are you talking about, Pashul? And who are you? Have we met somewhere before? Are you from Termina? What are you saying, Lena? Hey, yeah, you! Don't be trying to pull any moves on our Lena, you jerk. Don't be silly. Don't go swimming out too far now, you hear? Okay. Odd things are happening. Kids. I guess kids will be kids. Don't worry about them. You know, you look like a lot like the boy who used to live next door to me. Odd questions. Well, ask what happened to him. What happened to him? Why do you want to know? It's really none of your business. That boy died. He drowned when he was very young. This all happened 10 years ago. Soon after, his mother passed away too. I was still very young back then, so I don't remember it too well, but my mom says his name was Serge. I am Serge. You're Serge? Oh, stop that. That's not even funny. The boy is dead, don't you understand? That boy, I guess I kind of liked him. If that boy were still alive today, I wonder what would have become of us. Sure is weird. Why am I opening up to you like this? Well, I guess there's no use thinking about the past. It's not like Serge is going to come back. Mom always tells me I shouldn't dwell on the lost loved one. You can find his grave up on Cape Howell. Actually, why don't you go visit the grave site? No one's been up there in a while. Well, I still have some chores to finish. Sorry I blew up at you like that. Goodbye, stranger. So obviously something is going on here from what happened at Opasa Beach. It seems that something happened to you that you're no longer alive, I guess, even though you're here. The room looks different. Surgipu? Mama Surgipu, did you redecorate? It looked a little depressing. So everything has changed here. Looks like this room has been redecorated too. Kind of look like a junk room. And it's too dusty in here. Oop, did not mean to do that, but okay. Let's see. I want to talk to this guy. What are you doing here, man? This is my island. Well, I'll let you rest here for a little while. So you want to rest, man? Yeah, sure. Let's take a quick rest. That'll be exactly 100G, man. Didn't I let you rest here? Quit complaining, man. Thanks, man. Bomb. That's nice to have. A little bit of a hidden thing there. Huh? Who the? What are you doing in my house? My house isn't a playground for your kids. Alright, go play outside. Who are you, mister? This is Surgipu's house, isn't it? Where is Mama Surgipu? Huh? Who? Marge? Who the heck's that? I live here in this house for 5 years now. Sorry, man. That name doesn't ring a bell. For 5 years? Is that true, mister? Oh, this is really, really weird. Whatever with all your gibberish, man. Just get out of here. The whole village has changed all of a sudden. There's no giant fish up there anymore. Have you heard anything about El Nido Triangle down south? Everyone says it's really creepy over there. Some say you can hear strange voices. Some even claim to have seen a huge glowing egg down below. I'll tell you, adults are so superstitious, they kind of act all tough, but this kind of stuff scares them off. Just haven't been able to hit a big one lately, you know? I'm not really concerned about the money or profit, I just have this urge for a challenge. Come on, baby, I know you're out there. Need some excitement, give me a big catch. Nobody's in the area here. Turn red. That's an interesting element when it comes to it. Is there something over here too? I don't think so. Nope. Regular fate records everything. Tablet significantly worse. You want to see the chief? Who's Radius? Who's that? Ganji's our chief. There's no one here by that name. You must be mistaken. You're a new face around here. We don't get too many visitors. My name's Ganji. I'm the chief of Arni. Why don't you stay and rest a while? You can't offer any extravagant entertainment, but make yourselves at home. More differences? Just between you and me, our chief Ganji is really stingy. I can't cook a decent meal if I don't have the fresh quality ingredients. And then he complains about how terrible the food tastes. I can't stand it. What a hunk. This here's Nikki from the Magical Dreamers. As luck would have it, Nikki is holding a concert in the port town of Termina. There is a heaven on earth. It pays to live to an old age. I can't believe I'm actually going to be able to hear Nikki's beautiful voice. Whoa, stranger, don't tell Gramps about this. Different poster, different person. No answer, it's just a pot. No longer a barrel, just a pot. That also talks and says it's just a pot. Ice lands, that's nice to have. Hi there, I haven't seen you around before. Are you from Termina? So how's it been going over there? I bet everyone's really excited about the Viper Festival. What? My poems? What are you talking about? I gave up on them ages ago. It was just a stupid dream I was obsessed with. I never did have any talent. But how did you know about that? Nobody knows about my poetry. It really doesn't matter anymore whether I'm writing poems or not. Nobody would give a hoot about someone's writing poems in a tiny little cafe in the middle of nowhere. Oh, a tiny little cafe in the middle of nowhere, huh? But just remember, dreams do come true. Do you honestly believe that? We live in this middle of nowhere, in this tiny village, leading small lives. Nothing's ever going to change, no matter how hard you try. It's just the reality of it all. Hello, young man. What can I do for you? Huh? What happened to the cook that speaks funny, you ask? Oh, you mean my lesser half. My lesser half. My husband. He went on a journey to brush up on his cooking. I have no idea where he could be. This one's changed. Instead of its dog, it's cat. Nothing under the bed this time, but still a treasure chest. With significantly worse item, a tablet. Daddy always spends his time downstairs. He won't play with me. Then he gets real mad if I go down there too. He didn't used to be like that. Bet he doesn't like me anymore. 10 years ago, my husband's friend lost his son. The boy drowned at sea at the tender age of 7. And soon after, the boy's parents passed away too. It's such a sad turn of events. That's when my husband changed. Never did I imagine he would end up like this. His way of life has changed completely. Oh, hello there. I just finished praying. Here, take a look. It's called Mojo. It's a good luck charm from the Far East. Can you feel the love and affection oozing from it? It's just such an amazing messenger of love and courage. Think about it, my brother. How our everyday lives are controlled by uncertainty and fear. Our spent yesterdays and an uncertain tomorrow. How will we live in meaningless today? This holy item filled with the prayers of people today protects us and supports us. Come, my brother, let us pray together and bring peace of mind to our hearts. Where you can find true love and peace of mind, within Mojo. So, cut the act a little bit. It seems we've been taken to a place that where 10 years ago it seems that instead of surviving the Panther attack, Surge actually ended up dying in that attack, and choices made by people have changed, but people have made different lifestyle changes, different ways of life, different everything. Some people ended up being in one place, some people ended up being in another. It just shows the difference in choices that you can make and just end up with such a different outcome. And that's one thing about this game that I like, just the difference immediately showing that a couple choices just can make such a difference in people's lives. But enough about that for now. Let's get back. We'll talk about that more as we go here. We'll head over to the cape and check out the grave. More elements for us. They're nice to have. Speaking of elements, let's go ahead and switch around a little bit. Oh, from my star, I got another element slot. Oh, and here's a good example. Ice Lance is a level 2 element. If I put it on a level 1 slot, it gets less powerful. So, I don't actually want to do that, so I'm going to switch it around. Put Aqua Beam there. Put Photon Ray there. And Ice Lance. Replace Cure. Give Pashul the Electro Jolt. Put Cure on the first slot instead. And we'll leave it at that for now. So if you recall, the stone over here said something different. There's some writing on the tombstone. R.I.P. Our beloved Surge died age 7. Nobody can take anything away from him, nor can anyone give anything to him. What came from the sea has returned to the sea. So, you must be Surge, the ghost of the boy who died 10 years ago. natural right off the edge. Don't move. Sorry, Junior, but we have no business with your friends. We're just after you. Be a good boy and come with us. But Sir Kosh, do you think it's truly true that this chap is a ghost? He seems like a perfectly perfect young boy to me. That doesn't matter. We found the boy just as he said we would, didn't we? Now, seize him. Hold your seahorses. Who the? Out of the way, Missy. You don't want to get hurt now, do you? Shut your trap. You're the ones who better get out of the way. You have a problem? Do you have a shaking idea who you're messing with, Missy? That's enough. Listen up, Junior. Our orders are to take you in. We don't want to hurt you, just come with us. Or else, this axle mine will have to do the talking. For crying out loud, would you just shut up and get on with it? And to kick your sorry arses so hard you'll kiss the moons. Fair enough. You leave us no choice. You'll regret this, Missy. Okay. So we have people after us for some reason. Harsh, salt, pepper. I'm gonna take out Pepper first, just because I don't like him. Don't like his face. Sir, his innate element color attribute is white. Right, that doesn't. Quick, attack him with the opposite color of attribute color. Black! How unfortunate, sir. I do not seem to have any, sir. You nincompoop. You should always carry elements of every color. And how about you there? I'm shaking in my shoes, sir, to tell you this, sir. But I don't have any either. Well, have to let you, Sir Kai, show us how it's done. Useless fools. Real men don't need magic when they can fight with their might. Again, a bit with the tutorials there. No, not that. Fireball, Magma Bomb, Fireball. We'll use Magma Bomb because it attacks all, actually, which is nice. I'm probably going to try to get a full red field effect here because she only has red elements on her. Might as well make things powerful. Actually, going to defend after that. And switch back down. Yeah, another thing is you don't have to follow attack order. You can switch at any time. So as a matter of fact, I should switch right now because I have stamina just sitting there. Why not use it? Or make use of it. Fireball. taking it red. That's good. Oh well. I'll use this fireball first before I use anything else. There we go. Powerful enough. Another growth level. Sir Karsh, I say we shake it on out of here so that we can live to fight another day. These aren't any ornery brats we're dealing with. Damn cowards! As for you, Missy, we won't forget this. Ooh, I'm so scared. I'll be happy to take you on anytime. Think I'll lose to scum like you? Ha! You're alright, mate? Serge. Your name's Serge, ain't it? Oh, me? My name's... I'll just leave her again as default. Kid. Call me Kid. Nice to meet you. I just couldn't stand by and watch those blokes gang up on you like that. They just pissed the bloody hell out of me. I wish I could have beat him up some more. But why was that mob after you? What do you mean you've never even met him before, eh? Ah, forget it. Hey Serge, how's about you and me team up for a while? That Karsh fella ain't gonna leave you alone, that's for sure. And to tell you the truth, I'm new to these islands. It's pretty lonely traveling all around here on my own. So how about it, Serge? Perhaps it was fate that we would meet up like this. And I'm actually going to refuse her for reason. There's a reason for it. Hang on. Are you telling me you're going to refuse the company of a lonely, vulnerable, sweet little girl? You sure though, mate? You might live to regret it, you know? Persistent on it. She's... well, have it your way, mate. I'll be heading up north to a town called Termina. It'll be getting dark pretty soon. I suggest you find up a place to sack up for the night. Don't want you to become Hecromate now. Well, see ya. There was a reason to refuse her. There's no real penalty for doing so, but we'll do it for now. It was terrible. They should be kind to animals. Rise and shine, everyone. A new day awaits. I'm glad I found you here, though. Serge, right? Kinda feels odd calling you that. You know, I've been thinking. Maybe you had some kind of accident and hit your head. That's why your memory's all messed up. You're really someone else, but you think you're the Serge who died here 10 years ago. I want to help you. I can't just leave you alone like this, and you don't seem like a bad person either. You plan to go to Termina, right? Then let me join you. I have some errands to run over there anyway. And to tell you the truth, feels like I've always known you. Sounds strange, doesn't it? Well, that's that. Shall we get going? And that's kind of the reason for it, because with Kid in your party, she won't join you. Okay, let's head to Termina. Full speed ahead. And there's actually one other thing we can do in this town over here. Now that we actually clear that area as well. Yeah, you went into the wrong spot though. There we go. This is a tooth from the ferocious lion shark. Look at the size of this thing. Judging by the size, this baby must have been a good 15 feet. Don't tell me you're the one who caught it. What? What did you say? Another me? So the other me who became a fisherman asked you to give this to me. What are you talking about? That's enough. There's only one me. How can there be another me out there? Sure, there was a point in my life when I thought about becoming a fisherman, but that was a good 10 years ago. But I couldn't do it. I gave up on that path right then and there. I just gave up. I don't care what you say. This is the path I chose, and I don't regret it. Besides, you can't change the way that you live in a blink of an eye. Now, if you would please put that away and leave me alone. I have nothing more to say. Now, please, leave. Bogum, just hold on a second there. What was that? Love is always in the air. It's just that no one notices. You're Mojo? I am Mojo, and I bring good fortune. Bogum. Can't be happening. How in the... I sense some kind of purpose. Seems like fun, so I will join them with you. Wait a second. There's nothing droll about me. Just a word of advice. Stop running and come face to face to your life. A messenger of love and courage, I am I'm lucky. Mojo joined your party. Yep. Just immediately. 2 characters right off the bat. And that's just the start of things. We're actually going to add him to my party. Just because he is a black 8. And they're not easy to come by in the early stages. Is the decision I made 10 years ago wrong? If so, then what have I been doing for the past 10 years? It's a heavy question there. Yeah, this game has its moments where it does get a little heavy, so when that comes, I guess the best to do is talk and enjoy it. But for now, that was the beginning of the game. We've been through a bit already, just all of a sudden, you can see my other save slots here. As you can see, I've played this game a lot. Just gotta remember which one is this one. But anyway, we've been through quite a bit already. We've been transported somewhere where we're dead. We don't know the reason why, but people are chasing us for some reason. But in time, I guess those questions will be answered, so that's gonna be it for this one. Hopefully we'll catch you next time where we head on through Fawcett Valley and head on towards Termina. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.